Renovation work has finally started on Anne and David's Slovakian chateau. Their aim is to turn it into a boutique hotel, but so far things haven't gone quite to plan. There were major problems when their belongings arrived from the UK.
Half my home's not here, and I've got all other people's stuff, and I'm just really upset.
Then the couple seemed to be heading their separate ways, with David testing out activities that the hotel guests might want to try, while Anne took a lesson in Slovakian gourmet cuisine. And as their building costs escalated,
We are going to run out of money. There is no ifs, ands or buts about it.
their relationship teetered on the edge.
I just wonder what the hell I'm doing here. I just feel like packing it in today, I really do. She's shouting at me, I'm shouting at her. If something doesn't happen, we're going to kill each other soon.
Building work is cracking on at the chateau, and despite all their problems, Anne's in an extremely upbeat mood about their venture.
Up here is going to be absolutely stunning, stunning. Right, we're going to have 6 rooms in the roof area. All the original beams are going to go back exposed. Have the minstrel gallery in each room. Flight of beautiful stairs up to it. Beds up there. Sumptuous, sumptuous silk drapes. Oh, it's going to be lovely. And then downstairs will be your lounge area. Television, DVDs, stereos, sofas, whatever. We are not on target. We are way, way behind. Don't talk to me about the money. We are now talking money pits.
Not only is the chateau a money pit, worse still, David is over in the granary barn with the depressing task of taking stock of their belongings that were damaged or lost while in storage in the UK.
What's here is damaged. We've got water damage, we've got things broken. I mean, the list I've got that I've not been able to find as yet at the moment is about £80,000 in value.
While David's counting the replacement costs, Anne's found that they don't just have a fresco on the ceiling beneath all that emulsion, there are even more on the walls. And restoration of them will plumb new depths into their money pit.
Right, on this wall, look at, can you see the hand?
This fresco alone will grab 15 grand in restoration fees.
And the angel's face. And apparently that angel's got butterflies on her back instead of wings.
While Anne's away with the fairies, David's unpacking more misery.
We actually don't know when stuff went missing, how it went missing. So we've just put a provisional claim into the insurers and what we know, and we'll wait and hear from them.
From an art perspective, stunning, stunning. And, you know, the historical value, wow. What a thing to have in your home and your business. What a thing to have.
It is a beautiful thing, but the Ministry of Culture have insisted that Anne and David restore it at their own expense, much to their horror.
That's frightening.
While Anne's being fearless with their spending, David is alarmed by their costs. But rather than stay and work these things out together, Anne's got plans to start selling her rather unusual concept of a hotel without a roof. Anne, you're not leaving David, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm actually off for... I've got a trip in London arranged. I'm going over to start marketing the hotel now. So I've got a few things lined up, a few things in mind, while David's off doing business elsewhere.
In fact, despite having a hotel to build, David has started a new business venture of his own and has already landed himself some customers.
The chateau is dragging on a little bit, actually a lot longer than we thought to restore and costing a lot more money, so money's getting a little bit tight. And when we were looking for the chateau, we got such appalling service from the estate agents operating here. So I figured if you can't beat them, join them and earn a little bit of money at the same time. So I've become an estate agent in Slovakia, and I've got my first clients over from the UK, 2 lads from Doncaster, who want to buy a chateau to convert into apartments.
Set in Central Europe, Slovakia's fabulous classical architecture, with its original features, reflects the country's Austro-Hungarian history. And that, combined with the bargain prices, make it irresistible to the Brits. David and Anne's chateau is 62 miles north of Bratislava, in Szalgowsy, but today he's driving 20 miles away to a chateau in Jablanicka, which he's showing to the lads from Doncaster.
Well, this is it, boys. It needs a little bit of TLC.
Yep.
It's got 50 rooms. 50-ish rooms.
50-ish.
David found out about the chateau through the Ministry of Culture. After the fall of communism, it was safely returned by the state to its private owners. And now they've given David the task of selling it.
Lovely, isn't it?
It is.
The asking price is 25 grand.
25,000.
Yeah, 25
You've got to be
grand.
joking me.
But you obviously need to spend a bob or two more than that to restore it to its former glory.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Look at the size of it.
Oh, so it looks like it's all going well. And David's keen to show off the chateau's full potential.
Okay, lads, I mean, the best feature of this property is the roof void.
Right.
It runs the whole length of the building. Yeah. It's incredible. It's
Right.
just...
Excellent.
Can't wait.
Oh. The stairs have gone.
There's no lift.
Oh, that's a shame.
You see where they were?
Well, the roof void is incredible.
Right.
Incredible, and for the time being, invisible.
Perhaps we can get in around the other end.
Okay. Look.
Meanwhile, 1,000 miles away, Anne has arrived in London for her first marketing meeting.
Curtains and flooring are so important for making an impact. Well, Heather.
It's the finishing touches.
Yeah. And that
It
is
can
what's
make
gonna...
or break a room. You can
So it seems Anne's found a way to make shopping part of her marketing campaign.
Well, this is equally important. This is marketing. Because if the rooms aren't done right, how can you market the chateau? You know, we've the website is all ready. We just need to finish the rooms, you know, the interior designing of the rooms, so we can drop the pictures in the website. If you haven't got the website, you can't market it.
Exactly.
So Heather's a friend of mine from a long way back, and she's sort of done all my curtaining for me. So I've combined the trip, and
Getting some ideas
yeah.
together. Getting her to spend some money.
Lots of it.
But
But I mean, if David was here, I mean, the interference, you know, basically. And Heather knows me of old. She's done loads of curtains and soft furnishings for me, and I know I can trust her.
And we didn't
besides-
involve David in any
No,
of that,
no.
did we?
And she's going to come out and we'll have a lovely jolly. And without David, I can just choose to my heart's content the colours with no interference, you know, I mean... So that's it, isn't it?
As ever, Anne's all excited about spending money, while David's left to find a way to pay the bill.
Okay, this is a little roof void. It's not the big roof, but it gives an idea as to sort of the timbers and the layout.
Okay.
You get a lovely view of the entranceway from here, though, guys. You
Yeah, it's
imagine it
beautiful,
all,
yeah.
Yeah, your little rooftop apartments, some nice windows there overlooking the courtyard. Just imagine it, you know.
I know you. You're selling it to me, Dave. You're selling it to me.
I mean, to be honest with you, at 25 grand, it's at the top of the wine route from Bratislava.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did take it.
Well, David, you're a natural.
So, yeah, you're on all the viniculture routes here.
Like all good estate agents, David allows his clients time to reflect.
Yeah.
I think we need to get our figures together. It's a big...
Yeah.
For a first project, it's definitely challenging,
Well,
but I think it could be fantastic.
we're going to have to sit down and come up with some form of plan, even if it's fag packet
Yeah.
maths to start
Yeah,
with.
yeah, and
But
see
we'll
what we
soon
got.
get an idea which side of the line it's going to fall.
Yeah.
But
I think they're very interested. But, you know, let's face it, it's a stunning property at 25 grand English money. Who's not going to be interested? I think we have a sale, potentially. Just got to work on them a bit more, yeah.
I mean...
Back in
so
London,
that's it, isn't it?
Anne's
So,
still choosing her
anyway.
curtains, but you would have thought she could have them made in Slovakia.
Slovakia, they approach curtaining in a totally different way. They don't have very heavily lined. I mean, what do you call that wadding in the middle?
Interlining.
They don't do interlining and a lining over. And somebody told me, and I'm not quite sure how true it is, that the curtains are light because they get up very early in the morning and it lets the light through. So you naturally wake up when the sun rises. I don't know how true that is.
So I guess everyone at Anne's chateau will be getting a lie-in.
You know, you want the best, you come to the best.
Exactly. Big discount.
And Anne will need a big discount because the work being done on their chateau is starting to cost more than she ever imagined. But it seems that money is not their only problem. Despite the fact they've recently had very heavy rainfall, Lucas, their right-hand man, is really worried about the water supply to the chateau. And he calls David back from his estate agent duties in Jablanicka for a crisis meeting at the well.
I would like to know what is the situation with the water. Because it looks that there is not enough water, I think.
In rural Slovakia, household water supplies commonly come from wells.
There's no mains water in the village. We've been using the water for the cement mixing, and the well's just not replenishing.
Strangely, this has been overlooked while planning the building works.
It's half what it was.
Yeah, it was before till the top, and now there is only at the bottom. I really don't know, there is some problem.
God, how can we be losing water with all this rain?
I don't know.
The field's flooded and the well's drying.
The water is everywhere around, but our well is empty.
We've got no water. I can't believe it. We haven't got any water. We can't run the hotel. We won't get approval to for the hotel. We won't get the authorization. No water, no hotel.
Oh dear, yet another expensive problem to sort out. With Anne away in London, David's left to manage the chateau by himself. He's worried about how to break the news that their well has dried up, so there's not enough water for them to finish the building works, let alone run a hotel. Oblivious to all this, Anne's carrying on with her London marketing trip. She's meeting with Alan Rogers, PR guru to the world of boutique hotels. Anne's doing a hard sell on the chateau to Alan, but will he be impressed enough to put it on his books?
We've got 14 hectares. We've got woodlands, we've got a vineyard, we've got meadows. So, I mean, that's great for all sorts of activities.
Well, he's not giving much away, apart from the usual marketing talk.
It used to be location, location, location.
Yeah.
And now things are changing. Things are changing to the extent where it's now marketing, marketing, marketing.
Yeah.
And if you're good at your marketing,
Yeah.
you're good at how you position things and what you do, there is no reason where you can't fill any hotel in most locations.
Well, Anne thinks her chateau ticks all the right boxes. And the following morning, when David collects her from Bratislava Airport, she can't wait to tell him about the success of her London trip.
Hello.
But David is preoccupied with the fact he's got to deliver the bombshell about the lack of water. And he knows Anne isn't going to like the news.
Have a nice time.
Yeah, lovely time.
The well is not replenishing quick enough. We don't have enough water for a hotel.
Well, can't we dig another well?
Do you know how complicated it is to dig another well?
Well, then if you've got two wells in the ground, both running at half level, surely that gives you enough level for the two. The area is full of water.
It's not full of hotels, though, is it?
We've dug a hole to put in the...
And stop shouting, will you?
Welcome home, darling. Welcome home.
So, not quite the homecoming Anne was hoping for. But David's come up with an idea. He's resorting to desperate measures to solve the water crisis.
I'm looking for water. Apparently, when these two sticks cross, I'm above water. We have to sink another well. There's no other option. There's a guy a couple of villages away. This is what he does for a living, but it's quite expensive, so I thought I'd do a bit of DIY. Water's here somewhere, I know this. Aha, I have water.
You're joking.
No, look, I've got water. Because the pools are crossing. So I'm above water. Excellent. I'm just pleased that there is water here. It's just a question of finding it.
Well, let's hope that David hasn't got his wires crossed and that the experts agree with his conclusion. The cost of the building work is already spiralling out of control, and now the prospect of having to shell out even more to sort the water crisis is making David very uncomfortable.
This is our granary that came with the chateau.
And after a long, hard look at his financial situation, David realised that they do actually have more assets in the form of their large estate.
But it's a big barn to me and you.
Okay. So, encouraged by his first attempt at being an estate agent, he's going to try and make up the budget shortfall by selling off some of their own outbuildings.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Wow.
It's 300 square metres.
Wow, look at that, look.
It's amazing.
You can do whatever you want structurally. Yeah, you can actually knock it down and build something new here if you wanted. Not that you'd want to do that. It's agricultural, so there is absolutely no restriction on anything at all.
You could get stuck into this straight away, couldn't you?
Do you want to see the rest of it?
Yeah,
Yes, please, yeah.
With every step, Carl and Jamie's enthusiasm is growing.
So,
Oh, wow. Wow.
Lovely.
the tin roof is obviously what the socialists put on. But as you say, we've got all the tiles.
Okay, so Dave, how much would something like this go for?
Trying to think how much I paid for it.
When it comes to being an estate agent, David is still very much a beginner.
This is probably £15,000.
Right, Christ almighty. You hear that, Jamie? £15,000. Unbelievable.
15 grand may not seem that much for a huge barn, but even a small sum of money will help. With a potential sale on his hands, David's decided to get the hotel renovation back on track. So he's at Bratislava's biggest catering emporium. While Anne's made the decisions about what they need for the kitchen, David has decided that he will take on the role of buying it, as he doesn't trust Anne to stick to the list or to be able to do a good deal with Stanislav, the owner.
So yeah, it's an absolute one-stop shop. We can even get every utensil you need. It's a very, very good price. We got a similar design from another kitchen, and the price was probably about 50% again, 60% indeed. So we've got a very good price. I'm very, very pleased.
Mijn firma Tomax, best kwaliteit.
Best quality and
Een oké prijs.
very good price.
Very good.
Excellent price.
Oh, dank.
We have a deal. We have a kitchen.
Well, David's always pleased to get a good price, but the deal's not done yet. As with any Slovakian business deal, it needs to be sealed with alcohol.
Nemetsky vino.
No, Německy, Österreich.
Sorry, Rakusko.
Austria.
Austria, Rakusko, sorry.
Austria. Best kwaliteit.
Yeah.
Ja.
Oh.
Where are you going, David?
I'm not sure whether we're just tasting Austrian wine or whether we're going to Austria. We go to...
Ja, go.
We're going
Go.
to Austria.
Austria.
We are off to Austria to have a celebratory drink.
So Markovic and
Markovic.
Oppermeier.
The vineyard.
Vineyard producent.
Okay. Yeah, we are travelling a couple of kilometres across the border for a celebratory drink to celebrate the buying of our kitchen. So, odd way of doing it, but when in Rome, go to Austria.
Well, it's not just a celebratory drink. Stanislav has smelt the whiff of money around David, and he wants to take him to his friend's vineyard, just on the off chance that David might want to buy the hotel's wine stock from him.
This is a way to spend an afternoon.
Well, it's more interesting than looking at a load of kitchen appliances. By wine number 17, it's really hitting the spot.
And you can feel some fruit.
I'm actually losing all my feeling at the moment. Will I ever buy a kitchen?
Best kitchen, best wine.
I know, but I'll never get to buy it.
Well, actually, David, you already have. And you don't need any more.
David, cheers.
Cheers. Na zdrowie.
Though Anne seems to think she does. A travelling Dutch kitchen salesman has caught her eye.
Yeah, in the house, the restaurant.
Oh, you can use
Yeah,
these in?
yeah,
Oh,
sure.
right.
Electricity.
At the moment, he's selling Anne quite a lot of the utensils that Stanislav's just sold to David.
I was just on my job here, and I lose my road, and then I came just here, and I see the English car. I think finally,
And
in the middle of
English, in the middle of
finally,
nowhere.
in the middle of nowhere, and I find you here.
Huh. And he found the right person, all right.
This is lovely. I'm in my element. I'm buying.
Anne just can't resist a bargain.
Okay, well, I'm quite interested in those. And the knives are absolutely excellent.
The visit to the winery has set David thinking about another solution to their finances. He's realised the business potential in their own vines, which are currently rented to the village wine cooperative.
So a little seed of an idea. We've got a rather large vineyard, so I think it might become a vintner. The next village down, Radoshina, and the grapes are comparable with those in southern France. So there's actually nothing wrong with the grape. Yeah, the only slight problem in the plan is actually getting rid of the cooperative who make the wine.
The cooperative has provided wine to the villagers for decades, and now Shalgovsky's new British baron wants to put a stop to that.
The vines here produce enough wine to give every villager in 2 villages 20 litres of wine each. It's like their Christmas present. So I think that we forget about Christmas this year. I think we'll improve it, bottle it and sell it. Yeah, it can't be that difficult, surely.
Well, that'll go down well with the neighbours. The sour taste lingers in David's mouth when he returns home to find out that he's not the only one who's been buying equipment for the as yet unbuilt kitchen.
What the hell have you bought? It's not funny. I've just spent a fortune with the kitchen people. Why have we got 6 sets of kitchen knives?
Because I got 6 sets of kitchen knives for the price of 1.
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah.
I did. Go
Yeah.
and check it. The catalogue's
I
in
know-
there.
I know
and
your
they're
voice for
guaranteed
one.
for a lifetime. Oh, what? And do you
Guaranteed
think...
for a lifetime off a man who drives by.
Look, David, don't start having a go at me. I know what I'm buying.
Yeah, of course do, yeah.
Yeah, just do
How
it.
many pots
David,
of
I'm
pans
not
have you
going to
got?
quarrel with you. I'm not going to quarrel with you, all right? No, don't be heavy-handed
I'm not
and
being
rough.
heavy-handed and rough.
Yes,
How
you
many
are.
more are in here?
6.
6?
With a grand opening planned for only 4 weeks away, it doesn't actually matter how many kitchen utensils they have. Because until they have their solution to the water crisis confirmed and dig a new well, running a hotel is an impossibility anyway.
What are they going to eat with? Their fingers?
In the next episode, despite the fact that the chateau's surroundings still look like a wasteland, they're planning a garden party for the grand opening.
We're grassing, or we're trying to grass, the lawn to the back.
And grass or no grass, Anne's going for a party frock to recapture her past.
I absolutely hate how I've been looking. You know, if you knew me before, I was so glamorous.
But the weather threatens to destroy the whole event.
Join us on Monday when inspiring, energetic author Bryce Courtney chats with Peter Thompson on Talking Heads, 6:30 Monday night on ABC.